Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-July 2026. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Saggy. What do we got? For you, the overall energy for the reading, the Page of Cups. You're trying to take it easy here. Kind of, I don't think you're trying. I think you are kind of taking it easy. Taking it one day at a time and just kind of seeing what happens here. Starting off the reading, you get the Two of Cups crossed by the Ten of Pentacles. There's a situation that's hitting close to home for you. It's someone you care about. I'm not sure, but I'm getting a sense of family here. It could be something else, but that's what you're dealing with. In your focus, the Six of Swords, there's a little bit of distance. Maybe you're going somewhere. Maybe they are. Maybe it's intentional. Maybe it's like, okay, cousin, we need to take a break or something. I don't know. In the recent past, the Queen of Swords, you definitely made up your mind about something here, and the next steps over the situation. In your strength, the Wheel of Fortune, you could be coming from a place of maybe you changed your mind over something, or maybe you are gonna change your mind about, even if you made up your mind, you could change it. But it's not standing in question marks. It's not like, okay, if you said, okay, I'm going out today, and you were very determined about it, by the time you put some clothes on and walked out the door, you're maybe like, you know what, no, I'm not gonna. So it's either or. It's nowhere in the middle, like, maybe I should. I don't know, let me think about it some more. No. When you change your mind, it's kind of drastic. It's at the opposite end, but it's very clear. So, okay, there's something about changing of mind here. In the immediate future, the Two of Pentacles. Okay, there's a sense of something kind of being up in the air, just not clear, but not your changing of mind. That's set. There's something else that shows up that kind of definitely throws you for a loop there. It's like, what the fuck, supporting this reading, the Lovers. There's a strong connection here at play. There's a really, really strong connection here at play. It's not just, the second cousin removed from whatever. No. And even if it is that, they're still feeling quite close, quite strong connection. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Nine of Swords. I feel like this is stressing you out more than you're letting on. So you could be all chilled and, it's not bothering me and bullshit. But no, I do see you quite stressed out about what's going on here. In your hopes and fears, the Ten of Swords, you're scared that somebody's going to fuck something up. And for the potential outcome, the Three of Wands. Maybe you're giving the situation some time, whatever's going on here. But let's clarify. Let's see what's up. Let me do the Page of Cups. The Two of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Six of Wands. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's not showing up steady. The energy of this experience is not showing up steady. It's not showing up either or. Through your changing your mind, through the things being left up in the air, through, oh my God, I'm scared that somebody's going to fuck up. It's one of those, okay, maybe something happened, and based off of whatever happened, maybe you got upset. Maybe they got upset. Somebody got upset. But then whoever got upset is showing up here saying, no, it's fine. Not a big deal. It's fine. And then the energy shows up as clearly, no, it's not fine. It's not fine. Somebody really got upset here. But if they choose to kind of, throw that under the rug and just pretend it's not there, then we're going to have an issue here. That energy is still going to show up here and there, creating potential problems. So because someone's not really saying, hey, this bothered me and it upset me to the extent that it did, and choosing to say, nah, it's fine, we might create some problems here, whoever's doing that. Okay, let's do the Two of Cups. The Empress, the Six of Swords, the Page of Cups. Is somebody leaving for vacation or something and it bothers you? Or you're leaving and it bothers them and it's just not... There's a little bit of a distance here that's shown up. And somebody's showing up over that saying, oh, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No, somebody's affected here. Let me do the Ten of Pentacles. For the Ten of Pentacles, you get the Magician, the Four of Pentacles, the King of Wands. See what happens with lack of honesty and, you know, like just showing up and saying it. It probably will benefit the situation more than harm it, but if you don't, then yeah, we're gonna have quite the harmful energies here. I think this is you that's trying to keep something together here, you know. I get the sense that either a change is happening or someone has to go somewhere for a little while or a longer while, I don't know. But while you're coming through from this, hey, we got to stick together type of an energy, it might affect you that somebody's disrupting that energy, you know. So you might not be intentional with that in the sense of, oh, I'm going to be upset because, oh, they fucked up my intention. No, it's not intentional. I feel like it's a subconscious type of a reaction to things on your end. But if you're coming through from the angle of, I want to keep something together here, and the energies that are involved are going to disrupt that, automatically you're going to be upset, right? Because it just disrupted your intention. So then I think you're going to have to look into your expectations over things here and your certain amount of control that you're trying to place over the situation. Like, yeah, your intention is your intention. You can stick with that. But if that's disrupted from an outside force, what are you going to do? What is your reaction going to be? Are you going to be upset to the point of, oh, I'm going to fuck up this whole experience so that they know that I'm hurt and upset, that they fucked my intention? So, you know, what is the extent of your reaction to the disruption of your intention in something? You know? And what does that bring up for you personally? Did you place too much expectation on this, whatever this is? Are you maybe dealing with a little bit of struggle of trying to keep things under control here? And it's out of your control, especially with energies outside of yourself. You can't control those energies, you know? And then you're ending up upset potentially and not even being honest about it. Just, water under the bridge is fine. It didn't affect me. I can see it affected you, you know? There's no reason to hide that, to keep that away from the situation. For the Six of Swords, in your focus, you get the Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Strength card. That's the thing, because it's struggling, though. I don't know if this is you. If this is you that is upset over something here. But somebody is. And whoever that is, which lands on you ultimately here, because it's your reading. But again, it doesn't have to be. Your roles can be reversed. Whoever that is definitely, while upset that things aren't going in how they thought things would go, they understand that they have no control over how things are going to go, ultimately. So that, you know, it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, they understand that they have no control over things. On the other hand, they're trying to gain control over things. And that's why they're upset, because they're not. And it starts from such a simple type of it's all about, okay, if you feel a certain way, that things are starting to gain a direction that you didn't predict, and it affects you and you're upset about it, just be honest about it, open up about it, and then that might lead to a healthier outcome. But if you hide that, then in your head, it's going to be like, okay, I'm going to keep on trying to exert control over the situation. And that's not going to help anyone in the long run. You know, for the Queen of Swords in the recent past, you get the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Okay, there's a fear here that snuck up on you. And I don't think you saw it. You know, fear of failure, fear of abandonment. It's your stability. I see your stability, your environment that feels safe and happy and good. And there's a little fear that's sneaking up in there. And it's your fear. And you're not seeing it because I see you showing up in there being like, I'm cool and collected. I got this. There's nothing here to be scared of. Well, it's right there. Underneath that confidence that nothing is there. So it's very subtle. You wouldn't have caught it back there. You might be able to catch it now based off of your reactions to what's going on. For the Wheel of Fortune in your strength, you get the Star, the Nine of Pentacles, the Judgment card. Okay, and then while you get upset that something's happening here, something's disruptive to your plans over something that includes other energies, you change your mind. You're like, okay, you know what? I can do this by myself. I don't need anybody else to do this with me. I can provide that sense of stability and, I'm never going to leave me, so it's fine. So again, functioning a little bit from that fear of abandonment. So perceiving to some extent that someone's leaving or someone's, again, disrupting your plans for the future that you saw together with other energies. Let me do the Two of Pentacles in the immediate future. You get the Six of Pentacles, the Temperance card, the Seven of Swords. There's going to be a little bit of back and forth on your end in the sense of while you decide, okay, I can do this on my own and here I go, yay. There's still a little bit of dragging your feet through this. There's still a little bit of, but maybe I don't have to do this on my own. Maybe this is not really separated completely and we can see what's going on. And so there's going to be a lot of back and forth here on your end for a little bit. In the sense of you're going to jump in the boat of, I can do this on my own. I don't need this energy, blah, blah, blah. To, I like this boat in which I share my space with another energy or more energies. Okay, let me do the Lovers in the supportive energies. You get the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands. I like how you're trying to act all cool. You're like, I'm good, I'm chilled. I do, like, if this was, let's say, a family situation, someone you're really, really tight with, and whoever this is saying, hey, I'm going to go for 3 months, at the other end of the world for something I need to do, you would be like, I'm so happy for you. Oh, that's super, super nice. Oh my God, I can't wait for you to get there. If you need anything, let me know. But meanwhile, inside, you're like, oh, you're going away for 3 months? What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you leaving me here on my own? Oh yeah, go. I don't need you. So all of that is happening internally. While on the surface, it's like, let me know the exact date, the exact time. I'm going to give you a ride to the airport. Anything you need, I'm right here for. So, again, I like how you act all cool and collected on the surface. It's like, I got this one, But internally, it's affecting you in all sorts of ways that are not presented externally. Let me do the Nine of Swords. For the hidden energies, you get the Tower, the Hermit, the Five of Pentacles. It's your fear. It's your fear of abandonment. It's your fear of failure. It's a massive fear that snuck up on you in the past, fairly subtle there, and it just grew and grew and grew. And it's at the point where it's creating quite the chaos internally for you. And you finally spotted it. When it's getting to the point of, oh my God, what the hell is wrong with me? That's when you spot it. It's like, oh, fuck me, it's my own fear. you know, so it's kind of showing up a little bit like that. But it has to get there. It didn't get there yet, but you're very close to getting to that point in which it hits you. Why you feel the way you feel, what's going on really, you know. Let's do the 10 of Swords in your hopes and fears. You get the King of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Wands. Okay, you're working on it. The minute it's clear to you that this is what this is just your own fear over something, you're starting to work on it. You don't know exactly how, you don't know exactly what's going on as you work through it, but you're starting to work on it, potentially getting some help. I don't know, maybe you're talking to someone about it. There's definitely an energy exchange there that's very helpful to your process here. So, okay, cool. I'm glad you spotted it. Let me do the 3 of Wands in the potential outcome. You get the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, there you go. Now you're cool and collected, but it's because you are cool and collected about it. Because you've worked through all of this internalized type of a, you know, tornado that you were experiencing about the situation. But now that you figured out what it is, you're working on it, then in time, you're really gonna honestly show up from a place of, no, I'm super happy that this is happening and I got this and I'm not feeling any fear of being left behind or shit like that. Like, I feel good. It's going to take some time for you to get there, but you're getting there and you're showing up honestly from a place of support and happiness. You know? Right now you're not. Just on the surface you are. You're like, oh yeah. What time are you going? What date? I'm not going to plan anything for that date. I'm going to be the one that takes you there because, yeah, you got this. And internally, you're like, fuck off, you're leaving me. You know? So now, no. While you work on this, in time, you're going to show up exactly like, you know, like you want to. But let's see what the universe has as a final advice for you. King of Swords, the Moon, the Page of Wands. Yeah, it's the same thing that I said. The universe is kind of giving you away too. Like, yeah, Saggy right now is showing up like super confident, super, I got this. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. Everything cool and collected on the surface. While internally, it's like little Saggy going through feeling abandoned or feeling left behind all over again. You know, it's a fear. It's a fear that snuck up on you. Again, a while ago, you didn't catch it. It created all of this commotion. And at some point, you are going to catch it. You know, and the minute you do, you're good to go. Because you're starting to work on it. Cool. Let's do the Dream Song Oracle. Remember who you are. Simba, who got this before? Did you? When I did this last, I don't know who got this. I think a fire sign too. I don't know. Because every time I see this, remember who you are, I'm thinking Lion King. Simba, remember who you are. 38. Water doesn't wash, it remembers. When you get quiet and approach the internal pond, quite literally through pondering, you draw close to soul. Though that through that meditation, you have a chance to meet she who remembers. Her grace and power remind you that you need only honor your own nature and embrace your natural shape to embody remembrance. Allow yourself to take up all the space you need to express your particular genius. Allow yourself to love who and what you love unabashedly. Make no apologies for what feels most natural and alive to you. Now is the time to remember who you were before the world told you who you should be. Mic drop. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.